Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world of ours. Welcome to another weekly chat vlog. Yes, it's me sitting down again chatting about the week. But I'll do a bit different this week. I'm not going to talk about the days. I managed to record a few mornings this week, but the evenings have been so hot I just couldn't be bothered. So I'll put what I can at the end of the video, so if you want to watch it, it's up to you. It might be repeating a few things I've said already. Don't know. Work. Let's talk about work straight away, shall we? Work has been okay. It's been okay. It's mainly in reception, doing that really, rather than the shop. So I spent Monday, Tuesday, and Friday in the reception. Wednesday off and Thursday in the shop. That's my general work week, really. It's been strange to go back to work after 10 days off. You know, you ever had that feeling where you go on holiday and then you come back and it's like, oh, come back, you know. The day before you come back, you start getting a bit of anxiety. It's like, oh God, you know. Wow, does time go so fast when you're on holiday? So anyway, so work has been, it's been okay. It's been good. It's been tricky for the mindset because there's all the things in my mind, like moving on and stuff like that. But I'm trying to focus. There was a couple of days where I wasn't feeling too well, but I just carried on, pushed along, but nothing bad. It's just mainly like headaches or high blood pressure or something like that. High pressure in my mind, you know, it's head. But I'm okay. I'm still here. I'm good. What else I've got up to social media? Well, Wednesday when I had day off, I recorded the whole, get this, every episode of Mental Health for Me Series 5. You'll see it in mid-September. I recorded all in one go, an hour and a half. Managed to record into the episode chunks, so there's 7 episodes. All I've got to do now is edit the bits out I don't want in, add the opening and closing credits, then if we need to add any video, GIFs, or we call it GIFs or JPEGs, or videos just to break it up a bit, I'll try and do that. Then add the music and blah blah blah, you know, so there's 7 episodes. So yeah, it's me just sitting here. You see in the background the clock and stuff, and you see it's all filmed in one day, but different episodes. They'll be weekly, you know. Also, I have strangely, but you know me, deleted my current podcast, the Darren Keenan podcast. It's all been deleted and taken off the internet because I wanted it gone. Even though it was good, but I wanted it gone. And I've started a brand new one with Podbean because I've used Podbean before. We have to pay a monthly subscription, but at the time I couldn't really afford the monthly subscription, but now I can. Because now I haven't got Netflix or Disney Plus, but I can use the money for that. And what it is Spotify podcast is good, it's free, but you're limited. You know, I want to do live podcasts. I want to do interview live. You can interview from the mobile phone, interview 7 people, things like that. You can do that kind of thing. That's what I want to get more into. You know, I'll have like group discussions, call people into the podcast, and just have a fun chat. But it's all mental health related, mental health diary. You know, so it's going to be like maybe people in the field of mental health or people who suffer from mental health. You know, that's the kind of thing I want it to be. So I'm going to really push this one. Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm open to. So yeah, I'll put a link below anyway. And Discord, I've been updating my Discord. I never knew how to use it, but now I'm sussing it out, you know. It's not as complex as I thought. It looks complex. It's more like a stable version of Reddit. It's more like a easier version of Reddit, really, you know. But yeah, that's social media wise. I've been trying to push stuff. I've been trying to do my gaming channel is getting a bit better. My vlog channel's getting a bit better, you know. So I'm getting slowly more views and stuff like that. So I'm happy with that. Plus I'm using Discord more, and that's giving me a couple of subscribers on my gaming channel, you know. Yeah, these kind of things you have to pay attention. If you're a content creator, you have to go out of the way and push these things, you know what I mean? get yourself out there. There's millions of people who are doing the same thing. It's just getting your foot in the door and not letting the door close on you. As I said, my podcast is about mental health, so I don't want to go too much into mental health on these vlogs. So that's why I save that for the podcast. Maybe I can go more in depth on the podcast, I don't know. But my week has been overall out of 10. I say 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Generally because my mind is set on other things, as I said. I want to start moving on, get in place. That is the biggest thing on my mind at the moment. But then there's social media, then work, you know. So it's the balance is a bit out of sync. It should be want to move on, then work, and social media. I mean, work is a big thing. I mean, work is, of course, yeah. But it's the way my mind is at the moment. It's hard to put jigsaw pieces together and put it in the right order, kind of thing, you know. Yeah. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's just the way it is, isn't it? Nothing's easy in this world, is it? You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's work covered, social media covered. Mental health is like a yo-yo. If you want to hear more about it, just go to my podcast. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Not yet on Spotify, but it will be soon, you know. Not like my old one. You know. I'm struggling. I mean, I'm okay structuring things. I can structure the podcast, structure the videos. But it's just the filming, the editing. I love doing that. I always find time for it. But it's prioritising time for it that I struggle with. But I do it in the end, the last minute, you know. I'm not one of those people who does things at last minute. I like to, you know, be early to things or do things sooner rather than later. So like I said, that's why I filmed the whole of my Mental Health for Me Series 5 in one go, because I thought, well, it's recorded, then I can work on the editing when I can. But I've set myself a deadline for mid-September, so I've got about a month, I suppose, to edit. So that's 7 episodes. I can imagine it'd take me a week to do that. The episode a day, you know. So yeah, so give me 4 weeks on that one. I've got to do 4 weeks. I can do it. See, I still have anxiety on that kind of thing, you know what I mean? You know, I can think of it, as soon as I think of it as weeks and days, it starts to be more reality. It's like, oh God, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got to do this, you know. I'm also trying to work on how to make my gaming videos more entertaining, more fun, you know. And there's just so much I want to do. It's just prioritising. You know what I mean? And I can do these things. These are things I can do, but it's just starting the motion. Once you start doing these things, it flows. But thinking about it and then doing it, I've got to bridge that gap between thinking and doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've got to push myself. You know, life, eh? But it keeps my mind active. It gives me something to do after work. It gives me. I enjoy doing this, content creating. It's a passion. I love it. I want to push myself. I want to do these things. You know what I mean? It's an amazing thing you can do. You know, content creating, amazing. You know, it's been one of them weeks. Oh, how's your week been? How's you been? You know, if you're still watching, type in Sprouts. You know. But yeah, I know people do watch. I know people do. I know Turbo Tim, you know, I know you do watch this. Anyway, peeps, there's so much I could tell, so much I could say, but I've got to get ready for work. Okay. Deep breath. I've been doing lots of breathing exercises as well, like, you know, breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it 4 seconds, and breathe out slowly, you know, blah, blah, blah. These are the kind of things the apps have taught me on Quest, you know, the meditating apps, you know. I'm wearing this because we're expecting thunder and lightning today, so I'm hoping we do. But I'm going to put my work clothes on before I go to work. But this is just to say, we need thunder and lightning. We need it, you know. get a bit of a storm going, you know what I mean? Because the next week or so is going to be hot, and tonight's supposed to be like 20 odd degrees overnight. It's like, oh no, 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 no. But then it's going down to 15 and 14. So then again, last year it was even hotter, wasn't it? You know, so we're grateful it's not in the 40s. Anyway, I'm going to add the bits to the end of this video that I recorded during the week, and once you watch that, and I'll see you next week. Yesterday was a good day off. I managed to film all my Mental Health for Me Series 5. It took an hour and a half. I've got them into the right parts, separate files. I've got to edit them, add stuff to it, do an opening sequence. I did the promo trailer yesterday for it, and yeah, it was good. It was worked out a lot better than I thought it would. So now I've got to edit more stuff and do that kind of thing, you know, all that jazz, you know. So that'll take me a week or two because I've got all the plans, other things to do. Recorded Ghost to Ball Game, did really well in that. I was quite shocked at that. I edited it, still not what I want it to be, but I put it up there. I need to add more humour and add a bit more comedy stuff into it, a bit more, well, not comedy, but a bit more tenseness into it kind of thing, edit it properly. I'm still in the process of learning that, so if you follow me on my gaming channel, give me a chance. Every video I do for the ball will be better and better and better until I get to the place I want to be. How am I feeling today? Well, I'm feeling good. I think the day off and creative stuff and being productive helped my mind a lot, which is good, you know. And talking about mental health yesterday a bit helped me a bit, you know, helped me realise that, you know, take a few bits of reality into me. Yeah. Today I'm in the shop or the diary, depends what happens. I've got today, Friday, Saturday I'm working as well, so I've still got 3 working days to go. And then, oh yeah, my podcasts, yeah, well, I managed to delete the old one, saved a few essential files, and then I've created a new one, so that's all up and running, all doing. I've committed to Tuesday and Thursday starting next week. It's going to be a bit like this, but audio, but all about my mind and stuff. So if you want to follow that, the link will be below. I'm yet to be on Spotify because I've got to subscribe and pay a monthly subscription, then I can get Spotify. But I'm on other providers, like I'm on Alexa and stuff like that, so, you know, just say mental health diary, see what it comes up with. You might get the trailer, or you might not, I don't know. Anyway, what else? It's still muggy and warm, and I mean, I'm not wearing uniform top today because it's too hot. The tops are too, you know. For the next week or so, it's going to be like 23s, 24s. So come to the end of August, so September time it should get back to 20s or below kind of thing, you know. I'm hoping for. I just want more of a chilled evening, because I get back here and it's too warm, and I can't use my Quest that much because that gets too muggy wearing that. So I'm waiting for the cooler days and I'll do more VR content. Yeah, little Quest 2. Quest 3's out in a month's time nearly, wow. But I'll wait till next year and get it next year, you know. I want to see it, people reviewing it first, doing games and stuff, and get, you know, get their input, watch videos and see what it's going to be like, if it's worth it, you know. It will be worth it, but I just want to commit to something that's going to be buggy at first or whatever, and problems. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah. Anyway, I've got my water bottle. I'm gonna get that sorted, then get prepare myself for the working day, and I'll try and record this evening. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning. At the moment, the mornings are easier to chat, because evenings I'm just too knackered, too hot, you know. Yeah, anyway, I shall catch you in a bit. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.